Hello, all. This is Lawrence Taylor with a quick video on something that really kind of irked me a little bit in regards to a movie called Hollywood Unmasked. And the one that I saw was Hollywood Unmasked 2. So, as you may know, things aren't always what they seem nowadays, and we're trying to figure out which way is up, what's going on. So, I kind of pride myself on the fact that I try to keep myself educated on what's going on and different subjects. So even though I know the whole planet is Planet Hollywood, I I was watching an expose on Hollywood itself, Hollywood in this movie I mentioned. So as I'm watching this movie, they say, "Hey, the porno industry," and then they show clips of the porno industry, and then they say, "Oh, music," and they show clips of the music industry, and then they say, homosexuality is rampant in these films, and they show these homosexual scenes, right? So just because we're awake doesn't mean we're always awake. They're trying to lull us back to sleep, or the system that everyone has created has a way of lulling you back to sleep. We are heavily wired to be asleep at all times. So I'm sitting there watching it, and it finally occurred to me, oh, man, these scenes they're showing are not just brief clips. They're not just a quick flash. They're like 15 seconds, 20 seconds of these scenes that this movie is a Christian movie. The Lord does not want you to see these scenes. Can you believe they suckered you into seeing these scenes? And I'm sitting there watching these scenes from this Christian movie. And I'm like, oh, since I won't watch these things on TV, since I won't go to the movie, pay the price to go see these, this is the opportunity Hollywood has to show me these scenes, and it's going to be disguised under an educational film. Hey, if you're educating yourself, that's a good thing, right? So, boom, here's a scene for you, and we're going to tell you how bad this scene is. Let me explain in full detail with a 15-second to 20-second little comment about these nasty films. And I'm sitting there watching these scenes, and I'm going like, whoa, wait a minute. And I turn off, like, what the heck? So these expose films aren't always to educate you. They aren't always to bring you up to date and to enlighten you, as much as just give them one more chance to wiggle their way in to defile your belief system. So as far as the whole homosexual agenda, I see that as a game. I don't see that as I'm being really. It's not a big threat to me because that's not where I come from. But what is a threat to me is someone sliding things in underneath the radar. Hey, go back to sleep. Check this out. Go back to sleep. We're taking care of you. We're the watchdog. We'll make sure you're okay. And then they're sliding things in. So I just wanted to warn you, just because, I've already figured out that Christianity is a tricky thing, that you gotta, if you really want to learn where God is, what the source is, how you connect to God, it's not as simple as one, going to church, two, even just reading your Bible and going to church and making sure what the minister says. If you really want to find out what the Bible's about and really its true purpose, you need to do some digging. You need to double reference things. And if there's something that seems off, you need to dig in there and find out what the heck's going on. Same thing's true with these videos. Just because they say they're Christian videos, just because they have this Christian man on the thing who looks like he hadn't been exposed to any of life's worries, just because he's upright and he's looking clean and pure, it has nothing to do with anything. Because you got to understand, we're surrounded by actors. Just like this video is trying to say, Hollywood could be destructive, right? So just because there's a movie exposing Hollywood doesn't mean that the Hollywood is stopped. These guys are actors and they're doing exactly what they need to do. They follow the commander in chief. They do exactly what they need to do. So you need to do exactly what you need to do in this game of life to stay on top of things and have no excuses and say, I am responsible for me. I do everything I need to do to keep out of harm's way, to pick the right path. So this isn't about whether or not you should treat people that are different from you right or wrong, but you should be able to get a precise glimpse into reality before you make any decisions morally, and not just be fed poison while you don't even know what's going on. Absolutely absurd. I feel like, if there's any way I could sue them, I would. It's just, I don't have the resources. It's just ridiculous what is going on nowadays. Keep your mind sharp. Be vigilant. Understand what's going on. You are being fed garbage. Be careful. Anyway, this is Lawrence. That was on my mind. Hopefully you understand where I'm coming from and you find my videos useful. They come from the heart. They come from a place of concern, and I hope you find them helpful. Okay? Anyway, this is Lawrence. Talk to you soon. Bye.